In our day and age, the stable web presence of any business is a must. A slow-loading web store can dissuade many a potential buyer, and a sluggish blog would make any visitor think twice before turning to your opinion again. And if you make a business of providing web hosting, your livelihood may be at stake if your services are slow and unreliable. Our experts at BelCloud have gathered some interesting scenarios you may bump into along the way with advice on how to handle the situation. So let's say your video streaming website is based in the United States, but you'd like to expand your user reach to Europe. People from France wouldn't have a very good time on your site if your servers are located in the US, because they'd be seeing the buffering icon more often than the videos themselves. Setting up another server somewhere in Europe would greatly improve your loading speeds. Or maybe you're this guy's web hosting provider. Your data centers are neatly spread across North America, but you haven't yet expanded to other continents. Instead of investing in a brand new data center, which would be very costly and time-consuming, not to mention the paperwork, why not just take advantage of an already existing data center? You can rent some space there and deploy your own servers, similar to Wikipedia, or just have some servers set up on your behalf, which you will then pass along to your clients. What about that online game you're launching soon? That small VPS you have your website set up on definitely won't cut it on launch day, when hundreds or thousands of people storm your game simultaneously. A dedicated setup may be just what you need. It is easily scalable. Components can be swapped at any given moment for better ones, and downgrades are easily available should you end up not using your machine to the most of its potential. This does not make virtual private servers obsolete, of course. If you're a small-time hosting provider operating a dozen WordPress websites or a small Magento web store with average traffic, you wouldn't need an 8-core CPU or 36 gigabytes of RAM to function optimally. A VPS is also perfect for websites which have outgrown their shared hosting days and need to stretch out with some allocated memory. But a full-blown dedicated machine would still be too much for them. And at the end, with a couple of light traffic generating websites, shared hosting is really all you need. Most businesses start out there and eventually move up the hosting ladder when the time comes. And how do you know? Simple observation. Has your traffic been going up? Has the number of daily users and purchases on your web store increased? Your loading speeds most likely took the fall for that. A caching module certainly wouldn't hurt, but those are rarely, if ever, available on a shared platform. So VPS it is. And why not a dedicated server further down the road? If you're the owner of a web store, a separate dedicated database server could secure for you hundreds of thousands in sales compared to a sluggish single VPS-bound store. Nobody likes to wait, especially your future customers, so observation is key. What's important is to find the right provider. Nobody can guarantee 100% uptime, and it is in fact virtually impossible. Even large, reputable platforms such as Facebook and Reddit unexpectedly go down from time to time. Still, companies with a concrete foundation of state-of-the-art hardware mixed with a highly experienced team should be your go-to choice. If you have any questions regarding the optimal hardware setup for your website or software, best consult your provider's technical support team. Feel free to subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks on braving the vast world of web hosting.